Hey everyone, this is Adrian with Pew Pew Podcast, here with John from Geekify. How you doing today?
Doing great. How's it going today, Pew Pew?
I'm doing all right. We are here last day of Comikaze 2015, but we've been swinging by this booth the past couple of days. Really awesome stuff. John, tell us what Geekify does exactly.
We are a company of geeks for geeks, making stuff for geeks, stuff that geeks love. So we do a lot of custom device covers that look like legendary books, like the Neverending Story or the Necronomicon or the Enchiridions, or we do a lot of geek artwork, we do geek jewelry, geek pendantry, gadgetry, mad scientist stuff. We do all kinds of stuff. So we're geeks who like to tackle random geek projects.
What is your background? How did you get into doing that? At first glance, we see a ton of books. It looks like you're a leatherworker. Are you just a crafty guy, or what do you do?
Some of that. It all started a couple years ago at BlizzCon. So I made a demon hunter's costume out of some leather after working with one of my friends who taught me the basics of leather crafting. And I wound up with some extra leather, and I made a basic, hideous Neverending Story cover and put it up online. Unfortunately, it went viral and got like 50,000 hits in 2 weeks, and so it just kind of snowballed from there of people wanting some of our Neverending Story stuff. So over time, it's evolved from a one hideous thing into books that are picture perfect and replicas of how they appear in their movies and shows.
That's interesting. How do you, I mean, as far as getting something, we're talking some of these look like they came out of the movies. I mean, how do you get that kind of attention to detail, and how do you guys get something so close to a movie or TV book?
A lot of it's just good research, just finding the materials that look as authentic as possible, and they're doing testing to make sure that they hold up with our adhesives and that they apply well. And as we do them for iPads and Kindles and Nooks and things like that as device covers, we have to make sure that they can scale well too. So some of the materials will be less stretchy than others, or will fall apart if they're exposed to heat. So it's just finding the right thing to do the job and to make it the actual product, in addition to making it look picture perfect. But also, too, we watch the movies, we watch the shows, we do our research on the wikis to find out more about the item that we're actually crafting, so we can get a good feel for the spirit of the thing that it was created in the show or original source material.
Now, that said, we were talking about, device covers and things like that, but we're not limited to that, are we? I mean, you guys can make anything almost, right?
Oh, yeah. So my background is in engineering, so I love applied science. So coming up with cool new projects and materials and finding new ways to put them together. For instance, we've got a grit or ferromagnetic liquid, which is a liquid that responds to magnets. We've built a grid of electromagnets that we can control by iPad or Android to actually make it move and make it dance and animate, so you can program your own lava lamp for the 21st century on steroids. We've got a cloak of magic cards over there that we built just for fun. We've got robots. We've got crystals that we grow out of molten metal. We've got musical singing Tesla coils that arc lightning bolts of musical tones back at our lab. So the covers are kind of a pay for the bills, and then everything else is what we do for fun and kind of push the boundaries of science and find new ways to kind of bring science to people in a cool way that they've never seen before.
What's the future of Geekify? Are you guys working on any particular projects right now? What are the next, say, cons that you'll be doing? I know we're heading towards the end of the year already, but is there anything you're excited as far as Geekify is concerned?
Well, this was the first year that we've actually done conventions across the U.S., and so we've hit, this is our 17th event of the year. So we're a little burned out and looking forward to some downtime.
You hit the ground running this year, basically.
Absolutely. But we're from Boulder, Colorado, so we hit up everything in Denver pretty commonly. Stuff that we've got coming down the pipeline is we've started to really move into the Kickstarter market of finding those indie games that need cool merchandise or limited edition rewards, and making unique, interesting geek gear for them that nobody else could make for them, or that, it's not cheap, made in China kind of stuff. It's something unique. So we're actually working with the creative directors of BioShock on their next project in making some of their merchandise and swag for their next upcoming game.
That is very cool. Now, where can everybody find you, whether they want to buy one of these books that we're going to be showing, or to get a custom piece?
We are at Geekify Inc. That's GeekifyInc.com, like incorporated. So we've got a full online store. We do everything that we sell at our conventions, we sell online as well. But we also have an idea box, so we're always looking for people's suggestions and submission as to what they might want to see. If you ever have that idea of, hey, somebody should make that, we're your guys to do it.
Very cool. Well, thank you again, John, for taking the time to talk to us. This is Adrian with Pew Pew Podcast. Here, John, Geekify, Comikaze 2015. Thanks for watching.